Okay, find the perimeter of the figure. So when you're talking about the perimeter, you are getting the sum of the sides. So here we need to get this length and this length. Okay. So as you can see that these are equal. So what we are going to do, we just only find the hypotenuse first. So we will find this. So we have this, I think, 24 and 10, right? Where is that? Here, 24 and 10. So it is 26. So we will solve that. So this is 26, again 26. Again, by getting that, that would be 10 squared plus 24 squared, which is you get 26. And then here, the circumference is half only. So the diameter is 10. So therefore, we have uh, circumference is equal to 10 times 2, which is 20 pi, right? 20 pi, but you have to divide by 2 because this is only half. So we will divide by 2. So it is 10 pi. So 10 pi plus 52. That is the total perimeter. Okay. So therefore, perimeter is equal to 10 pi plus 52, which is equal to 83.4 centimeters. Okay. We only need the outside part. Okay, let's go to number 12. Number 12, this is again 8, 8, 8. So we need this part, this part. These are equal. So let's have that and multiply by 3. So what we will do, this is half of a circle. So half of a circle, half of a circle. So we will get the circumference. Circumference is equal to 8 pi, correct? But we have 1, 1, all right, and plus half. So again, let us divide it by 2, or let us divide this by 2 and we'll multiply by 3. So that would be 4 pi, right? And we need to multiply, since it is 8 pi divided by 2, because each part is only half, but they are 3, 1, 2, 3. So what we will do, we'll multiply by 3. So 12 pi plus these 2. So that would be 16. So 12 pi plus 16, which is equal to 53.4. That is the perimeter, okay? 53.6. 53.6 meters. Number 13. Okay, so this includes as 1, right? So let us have pi d plus 40 because this is 20 and this is another 20. So what we will do, we have pi times the diameter, which is 10 plus 40. So we have 3.14, so 34, no, 3.14 times 10 is 31.4 plus 40, which you will get 71.4 meters. Okay. Number 14, solve in each answer each of the following. In circle O, angle MPN is 60. So angle MPN is 60. This is 60. OM is 12. This is 12. Find angle MON. So times 60, so that 2 times 60, which is 120. So this angle is 120. So arc MN is also 120. And the length of MPN is 360 minus 120. That is 240. So this is 240. Number 15. Is this connected to the lesson? So POQ is 45 and PRQ, this is 45. PRQ is 24. Ah, that is 12 centimeters. Wait. Are we going to get this? We are looking for the arc length. But anyway, this is actually given, so there is no problem with that. We are not getting in terms of uh, degrees on. That's why I'm asking if this is connected to the lesson, because you are looking for the length. So probably the length should be in terms of centimeters, right? Not in degrees. Did we discuss arc length? Did I discuss the arc length formula? I think I did not discuss the arc length formula, right? Okay, so number 14. Number 14, we are looking for the length of MN, okay? So there is a formula of the arc length. This is S is equal to theta multiplied by the radius theta. The S is corresponds to arc length, okay? So, but the theta is in terms of, or the angle is in terms of radian, right? So what we will do here, we have theta times, where is that? Okay, we are looking for MN here. So the angle is 120 and the radius is 12. So 120 divided by 360, or times 180 over pi. Okay, so you have to do this all the time, times the radius, which is 12. Okay, so every time you have to find the angle, you have to multiply by pi over 180. So therefore, the answer here is S is equal to 120 over 180 times 12. So it is 8 pi or 25.13 centimeters. Okay, and then the arc MPN, this arc, the length of that is letter B, it is 25.30. So it is, what is this angle? This angle is 240, right? So 240. So C, the S or the arc length is equal to 240 times pi over 180 times 12. So 240 divided by 180 times pi times 12. So the answer is 16 pi or 50.27. All right. So when you are looking for the angle, the arc length, do not forget this formula. S is equal to theta multiplied by the radius. Number 15. POQ is 45. And then PRQ is 24 centimeters. PRQ. So the arc length is 24 centimeters. Find OP and PQ. All right, so this is reversed. So this is the angle here is 360 minus 45. So 360 minus 45 is 315 degrees. So what we will do here, we have S is equal to theta multiplied by the radius. So we don't have the value of the radius yet, right? So we are looking for the OP, that is radius. So what we will do, the arc length is 24 centimeters. The theta is 315 multiplied by pi over 180 times the radius. So get this first, 315 divided by 180, which you will get 7 pi over 4. 24 equals 7 pi over 4 radius. So divided by 7 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4. Then you have to cancel out. So the radius therefore is 24 divided by 7 pi over 4, which is equal to 4.37. 4.37 or 4.4 centimeters. That is the radius. That is OP, 4.4 centimeters. Now to get PQ, so PQ is arc length. So we can have, that's A and that's P. So to get PQ, we have the angle is 45 over, or yes, 180 pi times 4.4. So therefore we have 45 pi over 180 times 4.4. So 3.5 centimeters. That is the length of PQ. Okay. So let's go to number 16. Find the area of the shaded region in each figure. Express your answers in terms of pi. So let's start getting the area of the shaded. Number 16. So area of the shaded is equal to area of the bigger circle minus area of the smaller circle. Okay. So we have the value of the, and what is the value of, express your answer in terms of pi. What is the radius of the circle here? We should have two radii here. I think they missed one. Do they have the same? Or it is half? So this cannot be, because the one that is given here, as you can see in our example here, let us try. There are two concentric circles here, right? Do you remember about that? Here, X and R. I think this is one. Look at this. They have that one. So they are lacking of given on this question. Or otherwise, if the other radius is 2.5, and then that would be clear, right? But we don't have that part. We don't have the radius of the smaller, or I don't know if this 5 centimeters is for the smaller or for the giver. Okay, so let us go to number 19. So on number 19, we have to get first the, no, no, 17. Number 17. So here we don't have any given on the other radius. So this should have two because the area of the bigger minus area of the smaller, right? So it should be like that. So we cannot get the area of the shaded. Number 17. So the value of this is 8 centimeters. So therefore, this full is equivalent to 16, right? So we will get the area first of the shaded part. I mean that we will get first this area and this area, and then we will subtract it to the full area, and then we will divide by 2. So what we will do, we will get first area of the circle is pi r squared. So the area of this small circle, okay, is 8 squared. So pi is 8 squared, which is 64 pi. Since we will multiply by 2 because there are 2, that's already 2. The radius is 8, right? So if the radius is 8, that is the area of the full circle, right? So let's, area of the big circle. This is the area of the big circle because the radius is 8. So the full circle is 64 pi. Now, we will subtract these two, which is actually area of the small circle. This one, the radius is 4. So pi times 4 squared, which is 16 pi. But these are 2, we will multiply it by 2. So therefore, the answer should be 32 pi, right? So we will subtract this by 32 pi. So you will get 32 pi. That is for these two areas. But since we are looking for that, we will divide it by 2. So the answer of the shaded is equal to 16 pi. 16 pi, which is 50.3. Okay, so I repeat, that is for the shaded only. Again, the area of the big circle, the full circle, is the radius is 8. So that is pi squared, pi r squared. So the radius is 8, so that is 64 pi. Now, we will remove the area of these two circles, which is 4 squared as the radius of one small circle. Multiply by 2 is 32 pi. Then we will remove to the full circle, but the remaining 32 pi is actually with the two remaining parts of the circle. So we will divide by 2 to get that shaded part. So it is 50.3. Okay. Number 18. On number 18, we will get one area of the small circle and the area of the area shaded. So let us check first. Area shaded is equal to the area of the square minus the area of the 4 circles. So the area of the square is 16 squared minus area of the 4 square, 4 times this part is 8. This is 8. This is also 8. So the radius of the small is 4. So therefore, we have 4r squared. 4 pi r squared. 4 squared pi r squared. Okay. So that is 16 multiplied by 16, which is equal to 256 minus 4 of times 16, 64 pi. So therefore, the area of the shaded is equal to, which is, the area of the shaded is 256 minus 64 pi, which is equivalent to 54.9, right, meters squared. This is a square. I forgot it's an area. Okay. So number 19. On number 19, we have this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a hexagon, right? So a hexagon we have here. Remember, this is 120, right? So that is 60, 60. So that is 10. So this is 30. This is 30. So uh we need the area of the circle minus the area of the hexagon. So how many triangles we can form in a hexagon? So there are 6. So let us see it here. I will solve it. Number 19, I'll solve it here. So area shaded is equal to area of the circle minus the area of the hexagon. All right? Right. So since hexagon has 6 triangles, we can have the area of one triangle, right? So in order for you to do that, we have this first. Let us draw this one triangle. So that is 60. So we'll divide that. That is 60, 60, and this is 30 and 30, and this is 10. So if that is 10, the hypotenuse, half of the opposite of the 30-degree angle is the hypotenuse. Half of the hypotenuse is the opposite of the 30. So the base is 5. So we need the height. The height is the opposite of the 30 times square root of. So therefore, this is a triangle. 5, and this is 5 square root of 3, which is the height of the triangle. All right. So what we will do, we have the area of the triangle. But since we can actually check for the full base, which is 5. So the area of the triangle is half of base and height multiplied by 6, because we have 6 triangles on a hexagon. And then the area of the circle is pi r squared. So pi r squared minus half of base height. So this can be divided by 2. So this is 3bh. That is the area of the shaded. So pi times 10 squared minus 3 times the base, which is 10, and the height is 5 square root of 3. So we can calculate that 100 pi minus 3 times 10 times 5 square root of 3. That is the area of the shaded. So area shaded is equal to 54.35 square centimeters. Okay, did you get it? Again, we got the area of the hexagon first. So the area of the hexagon, that is 6 triangles. And each triangle has the base of 10 and then the height of 5 square root of 3. To get the area of the triangle is half of base and height. But since they are 6, we multiply by 6, and then we divide 6 by 2, which is 3 now, 3bh. And then the base is 10, the height is 5 square root of 3, and then the area of the circle is 10 square root of. Okay? Did you get it? Any question? All right, so try to solve numbers 20, 21, 22 until 26. Okay? Again, try to solve numbers 20, 21, 22, 23. Actually, you can find these questions in what they call reviewer for entrance examination. This type of questions, right? 20, 21 until 26, okay? So get the area of the shaded, get the full area minus area of the inside, okay? And that would be all for today, and see you tomorrow, okay?
Thank you po, sir.
Okay,
Thank you po,
bye.
sir.
See
Bye
you.
po.
Bye
Thank
po.
you,
Thank you
sir.
po, sir.
Bye.